Live from Orlando at CCA Florida headquarters, it's the 2020 edition of Star Search with your host, Captain Lisa Fitzgerald, and Star's right-hand girl, skipper Amanda Kirpin. Tonight, enjoy special guests, live interviews, tips and tricks on how you can succeed in Star, and chances to win special prizes. Now, here's your host, Captain Lisa.
Well, good evening, everyone. And I hope that all of you didn't have as many cocktails as the beginning of the intro did, because they were a little fuzzy. It is the last episode of Star Search during the 2020 competition. And thanks for joining us tonight. We'll be sharing with you some exciting updates on the Star competition presented by Yamaha, as well as when and how our winners are going to receive their prizes. Tonight, we'll be talking about the many different divisions of Star and the virtual award ceremony. But first, let me introduce our skipper and regional director of the Panhandle, Amanda Kirpin.
Thanks, Lisa. And thank you to everyone for tuning in to our last broadcast of Star Search during the competition. We want to make sure that all the new first-timers know that this is live. We want to hear from you, and you just might win. So start commenting, liking, and sharing for a chance to win a special Star prize at the end of the night. The winners are going to be drawn at the end of the broadcast. Also, we love hearing your Star stories, so send us an email to info@ccaflorida.org and keep those stories coming, because we like to see them even after the competition's over. We may feature you in the future. We have a few pictures to show you for this week, so let's see our lineup. These are the Elliots. These are some of the Gainesville chapter members, some of my people up there. Hello,
Thank
Ed.
you, Marsha and Ed.
Nice redfish. Katrina caught a bonnet head.
Nice deal on a kayak, and Native is one of our sponsors. So way to go, Katrina, the Native Kayak Division.
Nice. And this cute little tarpon, this was Christine's first tarpon, and she was very proud of it. I think we have a video with this one as well.
Hi everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a first-time participant in the CCA Star Tournament. I got a call from my friend Rhonda on the West Coast over in Bonita Springs saying, hey, come on, let's do this tournament. It'll be fun. I said, you gotta be kidding me. I don't catch fish big enough to be in any tournament. She said, no, it's not like that. Come on, let's do it. We'll have a good time. So I said, okay. So I signed up and been fishing and sending pictures back and forth with her. We've been having a ball comparing what we've been catching. And on Sunday, this past week, I caught my very first tarpon ever. It was only a little pocket tarpon, but I say it counts. It was still a tarpon. So having a ball. There hasn't been a lot of things to look forward to in 2020, but been having a blast with this tournament. So I'll be sorry to see it end. And thank you so much for having it, CCA. I'll be looking forward to next year. And good luck to everybody. I hope you all catch. Hope any of us catch some of those tagged redfish, and somebody wins a boat. Okay, good luck.
Wow. Well, thank you, Christina. And she had some really nice words to say about the competition. And I hope, I hear it so often, Amanda, from people that email me and call me. They love the competition because it doesn't matter the size of the fish. They can enter their fish in all the different divisions. And, thanks to everyone who has shared their star stories over the past episodes of Star Search. We have photos of their entries in so many different divisions, but I bet most of your viewers didn't know that from the submissions that we have a total of 17 divisions. That's a lot of prizes and divisions for almost every angler. Just as Christina said, there's lots of ways to enter. There are inshore and offshore divisions with untagged species such as snook, redfish, trout, grouper, kingfish, and dolphin. We also have that tarpon division. We have the Traeger fly division. We have the native kayak division, as I mentioned. We have the body glove ladies division, the youth scholarship division presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, the power pole conservation division, the Costa Kick plastic trash division, and the Tomo spear gun lionfish divisions. If you have your heart set on being able to win a new boat and trailer and motor, a Yamaha motor, you can win them by entering your submissions in the open snook, the open redfish, or the open trout division. But targeting that redfish that is sporting that 2020 orange star competition tag is what will provide you, the winning angler, their choice of a contender sitting on a Rolls axle trailer, a Pathfinder 2200 TRS macked out with Minn Kota trolling motor, Humminbird electronics, and a Talon on the transom, or a Carolina Skiff 21 LS, or a Hughes 16 Redfisher, all sporting a Yamaha motor. You have until sunset on October the 4th to catch that fish. But you have to remember, you must call within 2 hours of landing your tagged iHeartRadio redfish. You must submit your entries on the 2020 West Marine official measuring device within 24 hours. There are 167 of these prize-winning redfish that were released throughout the coastal waters of Florida. That's on average 4 per coastal county. That's 4 per coastal county. But if you want your best shot, I keep saying this over and over. If you want your best shot at catching an iHeartRadio tagged redfish that has the opportunity to win that new contender, Pathfinder, Carolina Skiff, or Hughes Redfisher, all powered by Yamaha, you need to be fishing Brevard, Charlotte, or Citrus County. Each of those counties have a total of 8 redfish in their counties. Star still doesn't have a tagged redfish winner. And we would really love to give one of these boats away. So get out there, get fishing. You still have a couple of days. It only takes one cast, one fish, one phone call, one picture, and you could be winning. Amanda, back to you.
You are absolutely right, Lisa. We want someone to get out there and catch one of these tagged redfish and be entered into the competition. You have only until October 4th at sunset to catch any entries for Star, and all the boats are still up for grabs. So get to catching and entering your fish. We keep sharing with you all that Star is Florida's largest fishing competition with $500,000 in prizes and scholarships, and we want to stress that we could not offer these awesome prizes without the support of our wonderful partners and sponsors. It's an amazing lineup, and they are the reason we can award nearly $500,000 in prizes, which includes boats, Yamaha motors, power poles, Engel coolers, PowerTech props, Florida Fishing product reels, Costa sunglasses, Humminbird electronics, Minn Kota trolling motors, Tigris Outfitters, TH Marine gift cards, and so much more. We have talked about winning, and the real winner out of STAR is our marine fisheries. STAR does not require anglers to harvest fish to win, and the competition is a catch photo release competition. In other tournaments, it's usually the biggest fish that wins at a weigh-in, but with STAR, it's not the biggest fish that wins. It's a random drawing of all the photo entries from most divisions, giving anglers of all skill levels the chance to win. And for all of you out there, STAR has had over 22,000 catch entries, and we have not required one fish to be harvested to win. That is pretty awesome.
You know, Amanda, that's right. Most tournaments have you bring the biggest fish of the species. And those fish are oftentimes those big breeders, those big sow trout, the big female snook, the big breeding redfish. And so what we do is we ask that you take photos and take them properly. You can help by letting those fish live to spawn and produce thousands of juveniles. You know, we're seeing so many more tournaments trending towards that catch photo release format. And we hope to see more in the future. We hope that people, you know, imitation is the greatest form of flattery. We have a lot of tournaments that are absolutely replicating what we're doing in STAR. So if you're planning a tournament and want our help, we will. Please reach out to us, info@ccafloridastar.org, and we'll help you get a catch photo program going. We'll help you do a live weigh-in if you want to do a baby step, you know, acclimating your anglers, because a lot of anglers, you know, they still want to bring their fish in alive. Well, you know, we can do that. How many tournaments out there are still kill tournaments? And those kill tournaments, really, we need to, as anglers, you know, kind of collectively put our foot down. Catch photo is the way of the future. And I'm not trying to be ugly to any of you guys who do, you know, harvest your fish for the weigh-in, but please just remember, catch photo is the way of the future. Let's look at how many tournaments. I'm hearing from more and more people who are implementing trash divisions within their tournaments, and they're picking up garbage. But how many of them reward the adults with prizes and reward the youth anglers with community service hours? How many tournaments allow you to enter every fish that you catch with a shot at winning prizes? If you catch a puffer, a ladyfish, a jack, a catfish, all of those count in the Power Pole Conservation Division. What about, you know, the Tomo Spear Gun Lionfish Division? You can harvest lionfish and win a Tomo double barrel spear gun and other great prizes. We have so many different great product sponsors that have supported all of our other divisions. We have companies like Reliable Fish Bags, Throw Raft, Rod Racks. We have Manta Racks. I mean, if you have not seen the Manta Rack product and you have a paddleboard, you need to go to their website. It's mantaracks.com. They have racks that fit in your rod holders on your boat so that you can actually put your paddleboard, raft your paddleboard somewhere by boat, and then go out. Think about scalloping. Put a paddleboard on your boat and you can go scalloping with your paddleboard. Or if you get into an area where you can't get back in the shallows and you've got a paddleboard, you can paddle in there, go fishing, and then come back out and get on the boat. You know, we constantly talk about the Star Youth Scholarship Division. And on the 28th of October, we're going to be awarding $100,000 in college scholarships. We're going to present two $25,000 scholarships, one from Realtree Fishing, the other from Academy Sports and Outdoors. And then we have 10 $5,000 scholarships from organizations like Tail and Toads, Flagler Sport Fishing Club, Talk of the Town Restaurant Group, Florida Sports Coast, Jacksonville Offshore Fishing Club, Bell's Department Store, Plantation Crystal River, the Florida Cracker Invitational, and so many more. If you want to get involved and want to do a great thing for our youth, reach out to us, and we'd be happy to have you as one of our youth scholarship partners. After the virtual award ceremony, where we will award our youth anglers with their scholarships, Star will have awarded, now listen to this number, Star will have awarded $600,000 in college scholarships. And I tell you, I know these youth that have won the scholarships, and many of them are going right back into the marine science fields and fields that are going to help us to protect our marine fisheries. So if you fish anywhere in salt water and you are watching, you better be registered. I can't tell you. I have personally talked to 19 anglers out there who right now wished that they would have gotten registered and they would not have any tag recs right at this time. So don't let that be you. Don't, on this last weekend, catch a tag redfish and not be registered. Remember, it's only $40 if you're a CCA member or $75 if you're not. And that includes an entire year of membership in CCA.
And to add to that, Lisa, I want everyone to know that you should not think it is too late to enter the competition. If you're going fishing this weekend, you need to be registered. We still don't have a winner of that tagged redfish division, and it could easily happen to someone this weekend. Now, let me ask a question. How would you feel if you did catch one of those tagged redfish and were not registered? So go out there and get registered. Speaking of questions, I want to remind everyone that we will have a question and answer segment at the end of this broadcast. So please continue to keep typing your questions in the comment section on Facebook. And we're going to try and get to them at the end of the show.
You know, Amanda, I know how I would feel, and it would take a lot of Devil's River whiskey or a lot of Papa's Pilar to take the edge off after that, had I realized that I lost the opportunity to win an $80,000 boat. And especially if I happen to keep that fish. And remember, on the tag, it says release me. But if I keep that fish, that's a very expensive fish dinner. But, look, it's not just about tagged fish. That one entry that you make in the next few days could win someone a new boat or nearly one of 100 other prizes. I keep saying you've got Costa sunglasses, PowerTech propellers, Minn Kota trolling motors, power poles, micros, Engel coolers, manta racks, throw rafts, Anissa Stewart, native kayaks, Live Water Sports. There are so many great prizes and so many people who won last year who are participating again this year. And you can, with one entry, be drawn to win. So I can't stress enough that you need to be registered. You can't, most of the prizes are valued at over $150. Even our sixth place prize, it's all a random drawing. $150 prize package, it's only $75 to enter and win, and it all goes to a great cause. So back to you, Amanda.
It sure does, Lisa. And as we said before, there are still no 2020 winners. However, like you mentioned, there are 19 anglers who have caught a tagged redfish but were not a CCA Florida member or registered in Star. So no one has gotten their choice of a Contender, Pathfinder, Carolina Skiff, or Hughes Redfisher, all powered by Yamaha and sitting on a trailer. So be prepared. You just need to get registered, become a member, go fishing. As we say every week, if you have someone fishing on your boat with you, make sure they're registered. Make sure that you have a official West Marine measuring device on your boat. It has all the rules and instructions you need to successfully submit your catch. And remember that every fish you catch can be submitted and has the potential to earn you some great prizes.
That is so right. We're down to the final days. You can still register now and win some awesome prizes all the way to the last day of the competition. But what's so cool about Star is that we still have plenty of time. You can enter, and perhaps we'll announce that we have an iHeartRadio tagged redfish winner. Again, it's not the biggest fish that wins, so anglers of all skill levels have a chance to win. Remember, October the 28th is when we are going to do our virtual award ceremony, and we're not only going to be announcing winners of the Star competition, but if you register, remember it's $75 to register, we're going to be drawing every 15 minutes a winner during the virtual competition that has the opportunity to win you a prize package that's valued well over $75. There'll be gift certificates from West Marine, Academy Sports. We'll have long sleeve performance t-shirts, hats, all kinds of gift packages to give away. So get registered, because you can't win in our virtual award ceremony drawing if you're not registered in Star. That's how we'll draw your name.
Love it. So even if after the competition is over, you can continue to have the opportunity to win some prizes. That's pretty cool. We made the best out of a pretty interesting situation, huh?
We sure did.
Well, as you said, the awards banquet is going to be virtual on October 28th, right here on Star Search. So how are the winners receive their prizes then, Lisa?
Well, we will notify the winners with a call. So if you have a call from a 352 number, that's the beginning prefix of my phone number, I will be calling the winners, and we will be emailing the winners, because we will be starting that on October the 6th. We will also do a special Star Search on October the 14th, where we will list all of the winners out and announce our winners. You will also find the winners on our website, and they will be posted at ccaflstar.com. Again, we want to say that big event, that's our virtual awards ceremony, is on October the 28th, and it will be a virtual banquet. So when you're at the virtual banquet, remember, no drinking and driving, but you can still sit and have your cocktails and watch the virtual banquet. The way that our winners will receive their prizes. If we can mail you your prize, we will. If we can ship it to you, we will. However, many of the prizes are too large to ship, and you will have to pick those up either at the manufacturer, if that's closest to you, or at our Orlando offices. And then we also want to remind you that COVID has really taken a toll on many of the manufacturers who are presenting these prizes and donating these prizes to Star. So we're having some difficulty getting those prizes in to be awarded there in October. So you may as a winner be receiving them at a little bit later date. So please bear with us. We're doing everything we can to have those prizes available for you as soon as possible. And we know you won't want to miss that virtual awards ceremony, because everyone has an opportunity to be drawn as a winner. Every 15 minutes, we're going to draw someone randomly from our registered anglers.
That's right. And we hope that all of our participants will join us on October 28th for the fun and festivities. For more information, you can go to ccaflstar.com Again, it always has the up-to-date information about these important dates and more. Be sure to follow us on social media as we post there as well. Now, a few upcoming CCA events that we want to note real quick. We will continue to have Winner's Choice Wednesdays. It's the $20 entry fee, 32 prizes to choose from if you're the winner, and it's limited to 100 entries. So get those tickets every Wednesday. Our next Coastal Social is Always in the Game. It's next Thursday, October 8th. It's going to be live from the Biscayne Bay Yacht Club. We're going to be drawing the winner of the contender boat. So you're going to make sure that you want to tune in for that and make sure you get a ticket. You got to be in it to win it, right?
That's right.
All right, and remember that if you are in that Biscayne Bay Yacht Club area, the space is limited to 125 participants. Masks are required, and you can go to the ccaflorida.org website to register for that event. It'll be pretty cool there as well. It's a beautiful historic building, and we're going to have lots of fun and surprises there for you as well. Now, I wanted to save this one for last because it's near and dear to my heart. We are doing our first virtual paint night tomorrow, Thursday, October 1st. It's going to be at 6 p.m. I know that's Eastern time, so I'm sorry, all our Panhandle friends. This is our first one that we're doing. Hopefully we can do a couple more, but it's going to be with Carrie Chen, a world-renowned marine artist. It's going to be virtual webcam. He won't be able to see you, but you can see him. So you can get all nice and comfy in your PJs. You can grab a cocktail and just paint alongside of him. You can still register, but just note that you will have to supply your own supplies. So if you register tonight, it is tomorrow at 6. So make sure you get some supplies before that. But actually, the cool thing is we record the whole seminar. So if you wanted to, I will send the link out of the recording to everyone after the fact, and you can also try it again if you didn't like how it turned out, or try it for the first time if you missed the 6 p.m. kind of deadline. So it's super cool. It's called Real Art at Home. It's our first ever virtual paint night. We're going to be using a kind of different platform, and I'm sure we're going to learn a lot from it. So it's going to be our first one, but not our last one. So I hope you join us. It's going to be pretty cool.
You know, Amanda, there are a couple other things I wanted to let our viewers know about. First and foremost, I almost forgot that we had an iHeartRadio tagged, dolphin, and that was caught in the Bahamas. Had that angler been registered, he would have won $10,000 cash. Unfortunately, he was not registered, but that fish was caught in the Bahamas. So that fish traveled from the Keys over to the Bahamas. I also want to remind our viewers that once the STAR competition is over, there are still other great competitions to participate in that are catch photo or live weigh-ins, where you can have great opportunities to support CCA and our Youth Scholarship Division. The first one is the Florida Cracker Invitational, and that's in Homosassa on October the 24th. You can look it up on the website. And the other is the Eggnog Open in Steinhatchee on December the 12th. And that is a live weigh-in with a catch photo portion for the trout. And there is also going to be a kayak division for that tournament if we have enough kayak anglers. We need to have 40 anglers in that one, and that also benefits the Youth Scholarship Division. So you can go to our Facebook, the Eggnog Open Facebook, and get registered there. We'd love to have you participate with us and support our Youth Scholarship Division. If you can't do it individually, at least participate in the competition and support us in that way. So good, those are my announcements.
Good catch, Lisa. I almost forgot about that tagged mahi. That is pretty cool stuff. The only sad thing is we didn't get a picture. He didn't take a picture of the tagged mahi, but that's all right.
Don't we have also a picture of the license plate that's about to be available?
We sure do, but there it is. All right, everyone. So our license plate bill has been passed in the state legislature. It's been a 4-year project in the running, and we are very excited to start producing these and letting our members grab some. So the next step in this process is that we need to pre-sell 3,000 of these license plates. I don't think we'll have any problem with that, but if you want one of them and you want to make sure that this happens, you need to go online and buy one of the vouchers. We're going to have more information on that soon. I believe within the next few days, you can purchase some of those vouchers. So again, keep updated on ccaflorida.org. Check back because it'll probably be posted there immediately as soon as it opens. And on our Facebook and Instagram pages, you're going to want to pay attention to those because it's going to show immediately once it's available. You can go in there and click and purchase one of these bad boys. So they are beautiful. And Lisa, you know the captain that kind of started this whole thing, right? We had him on Star Search before.
Yes, that was Captain Mike Goodwine, and his creative director came up with this beautiful artwork, and he was thinking of an organization that would support the fisheries, and he came to us and asked us, hey guys, let's get behind this. And so I can tell you that 100% of the monies raised from these plates go directly back into habitat restoration in Florida water. So we're really excited about that. And Amanda, I didn't mean to jump the gun there on the license plate, but I just, I knew I was forgetting a bunch of something, but I couldn't remember what. So as it flashed into my head, I just blurted it out. My apologies.
Oh, no worries at all. We're very excited for this. And as we can see on the Facebook comments, a lot of people are too. So thank you guys for your support. We have been at this for a long time, and we are very excited to release them.
Well, the other thing I don't want people to forget about, and I've seen some of my friends and people I know wearing them, and Reggie should be wearing hers shortly, is our jerseys. And these jerseys are absolutely phenomenal to wear. And I can't tell you, how well they fit. I want to thank Manny Altman of Tail and Toads because she created these jerseys. And I can't thank Real Tree Fishing enough because the pattern is so rich. And I'm going to tell you, when you're out there on the water, they're cool, they're comfortable, and people will not miss you. So please order up your jerseys. These two, go Mark. These two also are great jerseys for representing the organization. I'm going to tell you, next year, I may even have a special prize for you that are wearing them and submitting your photos.
Ooh, sounds wonderful. Well, you guys can get these jerseys at ccaflorida.org. Navigate to our store tab, and all of the jerseys are made to order. So please allow about 3 weeks to get your jersey. Yeah, good job. And we do have men's sizes and women's sizes, and I believe they go up to 3X, and they are true to size. So thank you, everyone, there's Manny. Thanks, Manny. All right. It is now time to announce the winners of our drawing tonight for liking, sharing, and commenting this Facebook Live feed. So, drum roll, please. Lane Corpshaw, Kevin Older, and Anthony Bennett. You guys are our winners tonight. We will get someone's going to comment on your comments with my email, and make sure that you email me, and we will get your information and get you your prize pack shortly. Lisa, are you ready for a question and answer?
I am. Here we go.
All right, let's see our first question of the night. How come you can only log in 1 entry per day in the trout or non-tagged redfish division? Asks Mark.
So, Mark, we want to make certain that it is completely fair for all of the anglers. So you can enter one species per division per day. So if you catch a redfish, legal redfish, you enter one in the open division. Next, then you would move on. Any other redfish you catch can go into the conservation division. However, it looks like you might be fishing from a kayak. So from the open division, the next legal redfish you enter, you could enter it in the kayak division. So there you have 2 legal entries in divisions. And that way it keeps everybody on an even playing field. Someone who might be fortunate enough to catch more than 5 or 6 in one spot, or one guy that just goes out and catches one, it levels the playing field. So 1 fish per division per species per day. Now, in the conservation division, you can enter as many fish as you'd like per day.
Good question. Lisa, what is the most spots on a redfish that you've caught?
So, Ellen, that's a really great question. The last time that I caught a redfish that had a significant number of spots, it was 27 spots, and I caught it up in Jacksonville. However, just recently, I fished with a captain out of New Smyrna Beach, and he had a fish that had 111 spots. It looked like a leopard.
That is so cool.
They are cool when they're spotted like that.
Love it. All right. What is the reasoning you released 8 tagged redfish in 3 counties and not all the counties? Asked Stan. And I saw that someone actually replied to this for us. But Lisa, go ahead.
So that is exactly right, Amy. Those counties chose to be destination counties. They wanted to attract anglers to their counties. So in order to do that, they were able to purchase additional fish and become destination counties. And we spaced them out. For instance, on the West Coast, you have 2 counties. You have Citrus County, and then you have Charlotte County, and they're spread far enough apart that they will recruit different anglers to their counties, and they aren't in competition with each other. So just so you know, if you're on the East Coast and you know another county that wants to be a destination county, we can do that. Duval, Nassau, anyone at St. John's, if you guys want to be a destination county, reach out to us and we can make that happen.
Yes. Hi, Kevin. All right, Brian wants to know, any incentive gifts for anyone who registers for 2021 or right after October 5th? Good question, Brian.
Well, Brian, that is a very great question. The incentive is that if you catch a previous year's fish, you have the opportunity only if you're registered for the 2021 tournament to win the $1,000 prize package. That's your incentive for registering right away. We also do an 8-week early registration. So we will do 8 weeks of early registration drawing. So once you've registered right after October the 5th, you never have to worry about it again. Out of sight, out of mind.
Love it. Stan says, I would like the general location of the 2020 tagged redfish in Manatee County, please.
In Manatee County, I will tell you Sarasota Bay. I will tell you the south side of Tampa Bay. So those are some general locations in Manatee County.
I'm giving people all the hints, Lisa.
Well,
all right. Brian says we didn't see the Winner's Choice Wednesday tickets this morning. That is because the site was getting an update. So I failed to mention that, but our site is being updated and it is coming back next week. We were supposed to have it updated by this afternoon, but that did not happen. So I believe if any of our CCA comrades in the comments wants to update me, but it will be back. So don't miss out next Wednesday. how many members does CCA have, and how many are entered in the STAR tournament this year?
You know, Danette, that is a really great question and a very sad answer. We have nearly 20,000 CCA members in the state of Florida. And currently, we have only 6,500 registered STAR participants. And many of those STAR participants are new members this year. So all of the members of CCA have not registered for the STAR competition, which is mind-blowing to me. But they think it's a fishing tournament, not a competition, and they think they're competing against other anglers when they're really only competing against themselves. The more you fish, the more entries you make, the better your opportunity to win. So it's really all about you getting out there on the water and submitting your photos.
And Donald said it best. Donald said it should be 1 million members. We agree.
I agree, Donald. You know, there are 2.2 million fishing licenses sold in the state of Florida. If we only had a portion of that, imagine what an 800-pound gorilla we would be when we went to legislature, when we wanted to fight for our fisheries and our resources. The more members we have, the more that government and the governmental bodies will listen to what we have to say and what the needs are of our marine fisheries. Without our membership, we're not a force to be reckoned with. However, even at our size now, we definitely make an impact, but we really need more and more members, and people need to be aware of who we are and what we do. And so we hope that you will be one of our champions and ambassadors for Coastal Conservation Association Florida.
Certainly strength in numbers. Debbie asked, her tag is due in December. Can she get one from the tag agency? Hopefully. Lisa, do you have a...
Yes, Debbie. Actually, if your tag is due in December, you can renew early and set yourself up to have a plate. But most definitely, you will be able to order the tags from the agency. And
pending that we get to 3,000, I believe that is.
Once we reach the 3,000 mark. Mm-hmm. One thing I want to share with people is if you are on the East Coast and you are thinking about purchasing a new boat, if you go to Boaters Exchange and you purchase your boat from Boaters Exchange will pay for your tag and upgrade you to one of the CCA tags. So if you're looking for a brand new boat, go to Boaters Exchange on the East Coast or drive over there from the West Coast.
Yes. Richard asked, can he get Captain Crunch embroidered on the jersey? And I saw Manny already answered him. She doesn't offer the embroidery, but you could go get it on your own. That would be pretty fun. One of a kind.
Exactly. I can tell you, you definitely can have your name embroidered on your shirts with no problem. There are many places in the mall. I think So Fast and Stitch Smart and different places like that will embroidery for you.
And I just saw a comment from Christy. Ready for paint night tomorrow. I saw your registration come in. Thank you for supporting that, and I'm glad you're excited about it. All right, Billy says, I'm able to see this year's tagged redfish that were caught on the website. Is it possible to see the past year's redfish? If so, how?
Yes, Billy, you should be able to scroll and or select in that location. If you're in 2020 redfish, select 2019 and it will give you that information. So it is on the website. All the catches from previous years are on the website.
Perfect. Can people continue to collect trash after the competition is over? If so, are there any prizes for that? Well, we do have our, we put on these trash tournaments. It's usually over World Oceans Day every year, so it's not part of the STAR competition, but it allows anyone to participate, pick up trash for free, can enter this trash tournament, and you can win prizes that way as well. We may have it a few times. We know, we got to figure out what's on the event schedule for the next year. So Richard says some of his logs are not showing up under his log page.
Unfortunately, we had a glitch in the app, and I believe most recently in the last week or two that glitch has been cleared up. But Richard, if you will go to the CCA Florida Star website, and in the right-hand corner, you'll see title Leaderboard. If you click on the leaderboard and you use your username and password that you use for the app, you can access the leaderboard. Where you have Angler, you will enter your name and select filter. That will search all of your logs, and you will be able to see all of the logs that you have submitted that may not appear in your app. Unfortunately, there was a glitch in the app when you weren't in service area or when there was a high number of entries coming in. It didn't show up on people's different apps on their phone.
All right, and Daryl says he had his new friend Nate to want to join CCA. This kid is 18 and will be an awesome guide in Panama City someday. Well, that is pretty cool. And Daryl, tell Nate and you, if you're in Panama City, to contact me. I'm actually the regional director of the Panhandle. I put on all the events up there. Kids fishing clinics, women's fishing clinics, trash cleanups, banquets, other events. So if you want to get involved, if you want to get on the email list about any events in your area, we've released 6,000 redfish in Port St. Joe into St. Joseph's Bay. So we have a lot of cool projects going on up in the Panhandle and would love to get you guys involved up there. So my email, I'm sure someone can comment on your comment for you, but it's akarpan@ccaflorida.org. Just wanted to push that out there. All right, question from Donald. Where in Citrus County would I launch my kayak to catch one of these tagged redfish?
Well, Donald, I am going to tell you, I'll give everybody a hint. If you were to go out to the Fort Island boat ramp and launch your kayak from there, you would be in very close proximity to an iHeartRadio tagged redfish. There are iHeartRadio tagged redfish released all around that area and all over in the Crystal River area. But I would tell you, if you release from the Fort Island, the furthest out by the beach, that'll get you access to the areas where there have been redfish, iHeartRadio tagged redfish released. Other questions about other areas, I'm happy to help.
All right, so he could only find the current year's redfish. Will we share a link to that page of the past tagged redfish? I believe some of our people can comment on your comment and maybe share that link if they find
Carol,
it.
I will find it for you and we'll get you a comment and get you that exact location to find it. But all of the release locations from past years should be there. And that's a great place to figure out where those iHeartRadio tagged redfish could be released.
Do you release tagged redfish in the same area every year? Good question, Stan.
Stan, we try not to release redfish in the exact same area. However, what we do when we release fish are release them in areas that anglers are known to catch redfish, where there is great habitat for redfish. So 90% of a redfish's diet is made up of organisms that are found on oyster beds and oyster reefs. So in areas where there are oysters that are well-known areas for redfish anglers to catch fish, would be a great area to start looking. Where are you located, Stan?
Let's see. You may comment. It does take a few seconds for us to see some comments. So if he replies, I think we have a few more questions after this.
Right.
So let's see. All right. Any tagged redfish in Volusia County?
So, Jim, most definitely there are fish in Volusia County. You're in the Bradenton area, Stan, so I'll get back to your question in just a moment. In Volusia County, I would tell you that there are some really great fish in Volusia. If you look at some of the areas where fish were caught in the past, they were caught in the actual New Smyrna area. There was some fish caught at around Tomoka High Bridge. I can tell you those are some of the areas that are very strong areas to look. The fish there travel. I would tell you, however, if you've got really great oyster bed areas, especially in Volusia County, there are some really great areas that have oyster beds that are well known for catching redfish, and you want to look in those areas. So I'm going to go back to Stan's question in Bradenton. Stan, already in Bradenton, there have been, I believe, 2 fish that have been recaptured and then released with the tag intact. So you want to go to the website and look. That's a really great starting point. So Bradenton, you have 2 tagged redfish that were caught and released. There was one in Sarasota Bay, in the northern portion of Sarasota Bay. There was another fish that was caught, I believe, trying to remember the exact area, but if you look on the website, you will see that there are several fish that were caught in the Bradenton area. But if you fish Bradenton, you know there are not a lot of oyster bars in Bradenton. So go to the oyster bars, my friend.
Some good hints. If you don't have a GPS, our entry is still valid.
Yes, sir. You do not have to put your GPS coordinates in there. The GPS coordinates are actually really more for the trash division, Jim. If you've got a big stash of trash that you find, washing machine in the mangroves or different things like that, that's when we want the GPS coordinates so that we have the ability to send someone out to get it.
All right. I think that was it for our questions. All right. One last announcement that I wanted to tell everyone about was that we want to thank all of our CCA staff behind the scenes. If you guys will pop in real quick. All right, we have Mady, MHP, Sarah, and Mandy. They have been helping behind the scenes for the last 4 months, and they're the ones helping with comments and posting videos and all the pictures and slides. So thank you guys for all of your effort. If you guys in the comments will give us some claps or something, a little round of applause for these ladies. The all-lady team made it happen for 4 months. So that's pretty cool. It takes a village. It was a lot of work, but we got it done. There's a lot of practice that goes on behind the scenes and a lot of time and effort. So thank you, ladies, and thanks to everyone tuning in each week.
Good job, girls.
Well, I want to thank each and every one of you. Skipper Amanda, I couldn't have done it without you. Mady, MHP, Sarah, Mandy, and all of you who are watching tonight. I mean, thank you. This is the last episode of Star Search during the competition. And although We might be a little bit excited because every Wednesday night we've been here with you all. We will miss you. Remember, you want to get out there and catch a few fish before the end of the competition at sunset on October the 4th, because I want to be able to call you and say, hey, you won this, or you won that. You know, we may just draw that entry, that last entry that you submit. I have so many stories like that. We just showed Marsha Ellett. Marsha Ellett caught a cobia the Saturday before the end of the competition. She caught one cobia all year. She entered it. We did a random drawing and she won a brand new boat. You know, that could be you. So before we go, I do want to remind everyone that I want you to remember we have October the 14th when we're going to announce the winners. We have October the 28th as our virtual awards ceremony. And remember that any fin is possible. Good night, and see you on the 14th. Good night, everyone.